It is one of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights. It's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will go on the attack first. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Utes have this offense rolling. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
A lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
The give to the single back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to power it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Boone. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Utah.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his...
Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Utah! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Utah.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Utes! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense looks like they're coming. Going to swing it on second down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Continues to fight for yards. Tackle is made at the 27. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant.
That's what my dumb ass
down.
get.
They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Utes have it with a first and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Utah! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Gives it on the option. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. If they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And we're certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All of a sudden, I switched to, I was playing for the pass, so I switched to focusing only on the quarterback, not the pitch man. They break off that big run. All right, man, so 48-7, winning the Holy War. 21 first downs, 108 yards rushing total as a team, thanks to that quarterback scramble. All that passing, I was just rushing, man. I was trying to, you see, eventually I did start getting the ball to the tight end, but I was just so focused on trying to get the tight end a catch that I wasn't really thinking about the routes and so forth. So through that interception, the score would have been bigger if it wasn't for that. So 25 of 32, 270, 3 touchdowns, kept them to only 140 passing yards, 5 of 12 on third down for them, 7 of 8 on third down for us. Plus 2 in the plus 1 in the turnover margin with the 2 interceptions. We got penalized 3 times from 25 yards. Got to be better. Got to be more disciplined. They played their 2 QBs. You see there. Starting QB sacked a whole lot of times through 2 interceptions. Backup QB is a freshman. Oh, he's only a 6'8". See, this is what I be saying, man. The backup QB is playing against our starters, and he was lighting it up. He was doing better with the passing than the starting QB. When you look at it, for him to only be a 68 overall, come on, yo. Come on. So, our QB, he'll be back next year. 25 of 32, 270, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Bowling, 94 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Could have had 4 touchdowns if I wasn't being stupid. Tanyan with 7 rushing yards. QB, he rushed for 7 yards on that scramble. Let's see. Receiving side, Cheese, 9 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. He's a senior. The tight end, 8 catches, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Boone, 4 catches for 45 yards. And Big Hill, I ain't giving the ball much. He might come back next year. We'll see. Hopefully, because I didn't give him the ball much, he'll come back next year. He had 4 catches for 22. Boom, 4 for 45. No sacks given up. Garland there. 6'7", 314, big man. Roar, Mitrione, each with 3 pancakes. Peel, De Carvalho with 2 pancakes. Madden with a pancake. Defensive side looks like we were led by Andre and me. Johnston, Newton, Sharp, and Wilkins each had 6 tackles. Nestor had 5 tackles, and he had that interception return for the touchdown. I was going to make him a thumbnail, but I think I might make the BYU running back. Give him a thumbnail. Throw people off. I had 6 tackles for losses. Sharp had 5 tackles for losses and 3 sacks. I had 5 sacks. Newton had 1.5. Johnston with a sack. Proctor and Nestor each had half a sack. He deserved player of the game. Had the interception return. Wilkins there. He had an interception. He really played safety for us. Let's see. Mean tackles for losses just by a few guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Stay smart, stay safe. More action to come. Remix.